It's time to look into the real story of Dovetail and View app's latest game, City Transport Simulator, Tram. Is it a success or is it a failure? We'll explore the game inside out, as well as look at some customer reviews, all inside of this video. Make sure to stay to the end, where I will make my final judgment on the game. Let's explore the game that is City Transport Simulator, Tram. This is Wolf Gaming. Welcome to Tram Hour, the city that this game is based in. That's right, there's only one map currently available in this game, and it isn't that big either. You can currently see some of the fully rendered buildings of the city, which do look stunning in this preview video. I wish the game actually looked like this, as you'll see later on with our look on the awful graphics system. City Transport Simulator Tram is a game in which you create your own tram network, with route design, timetable design, and a tram marketplace. It was intended that you could see AI trams driving your routes, but that system always seems to be broken in some way. I'll talk more about that later. The game now features 5 different trams, some of which are appearing on the video now, which have been modeled very well. Honestly, watching this video myself, I wish that City Transport Simulator Tram was this good. The main reason I dislike the game is due to the insane amount of bugs that are riddled through the system. You can't play for 5 minutes without encountering one. This could include AI trams heading the wrong way, points routing you the wrong way, complete game failure, and much more. But now, let's talk about the route creation system, as this is actually quite good. The route creation system in this game is something other games should be inspired by. It's so simple and easy to understand. And then we have the timetable editor, which gives you so much customization over when your trams are running. It's so cool. Then we've got the tram market, where you can buy your trams for your lines. There's no restriction to which trams you can use, which also makes this system very well developed. And that's it, we made a route. Now let's explore one of the trams, the ULFB1. As you can already see, the model is stunning. The departure boards also make this game quite realistic. As you can see from what I am doing now, the tram is fully interactive, which I love. But you may have noticed the glitchy gameplay, and that will become more apparent later on. All I can notice here is the low frame rate, which absolutely ruins the game for anyone who doesn't have a computer that's come straight from NASA. After a while, you'll build up a huge network in this game, which seems so cool to me as I have never been able to do it before, due to the bugs. The map could also do with a bit of an expansion, as it gets full quite quickly. Hang on. If you haven't already, why don't you subscribe to Wolf Gaming? It's completely free, and you can guarantee more videos just like this. Now back to the video. For me, with my gaming PC, all of the graphic settings are either on medium or low, and this gives around 20 FPS. This is appalling. The game should be optimized so that more people can play it. These requirements for the game are completely over the top. I have never actually seen another game demanding such requirements. This really should be fixed. I want to test what the game would be like on high graphics. I hope my PC doesn't explode. And I've even had to time-lapse the loading, as it took so long. Oh wow, I'm lagging so much. This is practically unplayable. I think I will crash the game soon. This is what the developers really need to work on to make their game better. Another problem is the lack of gameplay. I've already finished all of the missions, and it now takes so long to get between each level, especially with all of the problems. The amount of rewards that you get on each level is hardly enough to be able to expand your tram network, seeing as you need at least 300 points to make a good line, when you earn 100 points every 2 levels, which can take hours to achieve. That's why it got this rating on Steam. Now let's take a look at a review from a public player, which should give us more info.
I've been a long-time player of Dovetail Games titles, but sadly, my experience has been more frustrating than enjoyable. This developer consistently produces games with huge potential and a solid foundational concept, yet they never seem to address the glaring issues that plague their releases. It's as if they don't even play or test their own games thoroughly before pushing them out to the market. Within just a minute of starting the game, I encountered critical gameplay flaws that are impossible to overlook. For instance, I drove past a green signal, but the game erroneously registered it as a red one, leading to an unjustified penalty. Moments later, a pedestrian inexplicably walked right in front of my moving tram. These are not minor glitches, they are fundamental issues that ruin the experience. Another glaring problem occurred when I created a route. Despite setting the junctions manually, the game consistently sent me in the wrong direction, making it impossible to complete my journey as planned. Additionally, I experienced a bizarre incident where I was penalized for colliding with an AI tram, even though I stopped a full 3 meters behind it. These issues aren't just frustrating, they are game-breaking. To make matters worse, the passenger AI is riddled with bugs. I've noticed that passengers often walk with their legs partially sunk into the ground, as if they are not properly aligned with the surface. Seeing people walking around knee-deep in the pavement completely shatters any sense of immersion and further highlights the lack of polish in these games. The most frustrating part is that these problems seem so obvious and should be relatively simple to fix. Yet, despite years of feedback from their community, Dovetail Games has repeatedly failed to address these core issues. Instead, they prioritize releasing new DLC over fixing the broken mechanics of their existing games. It's disappointing, especially for someone like me who has played their games since childhood and now drives trains professionally.
And that's only half of the entire review. Some other things to mention are that there is too much grinding. This review rates the game a 4 out of 10. And it's certainly overpriced for what you end up getting. Well then, that's that. Overall, the game is certainly not worth buying just yet. Wait, what? And of course, in the middle of recording, the game crashed. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. And until next time, goodbye.
It's just me and you.